morning, guys. I broke down. I've got the fluorescent lights on because it is raining and very dark this morning, but I love the rain. And it's just that really nice. Oh, why did I start to, I don't want that reading. Yeah, anyway, you can see I'm kind of in the midst of putting together these, the spell work protection kits. And you know what? Because I was going to make a protection tea, but I don't know, something, I think I'm actually going to include the Dragon Dreams astral travel tea in this. I don't know, maybe within this group of people getting these kits that they want to connect to their twin on the 5D or do some astral travel. I don't know. I just feel intuitively inclined to do the Dragon Stream tea. Which, by the way, again, I'm going to post another video. Some people were really clever, and more clever than me, and added a notification on my Etsy shop, as opposed to the YouTube page, which is smart. That's probably what I should have told you guys to do. But at any rate, what I'm going to do is when I do the video for that drop, I'll wait until the video uploads, and then I'll at that kind of same moment, I'll make that posting live on Etsy. But I feel like this is going to be a really good, it's a good batch. Okay. Let's get some energies for today, for this weekend. What's going on in y'all's life? Okay, well, Justice comes out first. That's kind of good. Of course, we're going to clarify these. Oh, we've got the Page of Cups. See these fluorescent lights, the World. The Seven of Wands. And the Nine of Wands. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, the Queen of Wands. Hanged Man. Temperance. Four of Wands. And what is this? Oh, it's the Chariot. Okay. If I'm honest, okay. This looks a bit like that I did that reading yesterday of the person, that feminine attached to the Queen of Cups that was doing spell work or plans to do spell work. I mean, it's hard to tell with tarot, like time-wise, you know what I mean? Because everything, when you're channeling stuff from the collective unconscious, everything has happened already. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but anyway, yeah, so time can be tricky. Because what I'm seeing is Justice here clarified by the Queen of Wands. And that's the card that came up in that reading of the energy that feminine energy was going to try and come in as. And so that's kind of why, I don't know. And then it's showing a lot of the similar themes. There's the Page of the Page of Cups, which is, an offer of apology, clarified by the Hangman. So the Hangman is a stuck energy, but it's also about having like a realization about something, but that you're still in an energy of being stuck and not sure how to proceed forward. So the World, clarified by the Temperance, is, the World is about the ending of a cycle or the beginning of a new cycle. And clarified by Temperance is about having patience. So then the Seven of Wands, clarified by the Four of Wands. Again, you know, the Four of Wands is kind of typically like your twin flame union energy card. And Seven of Wands typically is a card about, you know, some level of conflict, but, or defensiveness. But in this card, it is like, I do see, you know, I can see it one of two ways, and I am going to take it this way. This is, because I've read this card before as the boy with interacting with the owl, that he's kind of interacting with his wisdom, playing with his wisdom. But, you know, you can also, based on, because he's kind of like pointing at him like this, it can also be like that he's, you know, like maybe he just pulled a joke, a trick on the owl. And then the Nine of Wands, that's that kind of bad omen card, clarified by the Chariot, which is about, you know, physical movement forward. And so let me get a little bit more clarity on this Hanged Man. What was this realization that this person had that's now making them feel stuck? Oops. Two of Wands. Five of Cups. Judgment. Okay. So it seems like the realization that they had is that somebody made a choice. Five of Cups can be about, like, you know, kind of crying over spilled milk, essentially somebody, you know, having grief of the loss of something, you know, that they wanted. But, you know, in this card, there's still two standing cups. But in this card, it is specifically like about a romantic situation. Because there's this girl sitting on this toadstool, and there's this boy that's kneeling down below her and kissing her hair. Like, so it's really an energy of, like, you know, that they have this obsession with this person, and they're kind of like trying to throw themselves down at their feet. You know what I mean? And then Judgment coming up is that this, you know, with both Justice and Judgment coming out, this person really feels that there is like something unfair in this situation. The Nine of Swords just popped out, and that's a card about betrayal. Okay. Let me pull another card here. Okay. And now this Queen of Pentacles energy is showing up. Or sorry, Oh, this was Queen of Swords. This is Queen of Wands. Hang on. Does that change? So Queen of Swords. Because Queen of Swords can be an energy of, and again, it's not really in this card because she's, you know, she's super cute. But Queen of Swords can be about, you know, someone who is cold, you know, kind of not really sharing their emotions, just logical. They can communicate harshly at times. And then Queen of Wands. Okay, I'm going to try and, let me pull some more energies here on this Queen of Swords and then this Queen of Wands. What's an energy on the Queen of Swords in this reading? Poverty. Okay, that is, you know, that's our marriage. Courtship. High honor. What? Okay, privileged lady. Let's get some energies on this Queen of Wands. Family room. False person. Great fortune. Official person. All right. Okay, so I think the good news is that this isn't that same, I don't think it is anyway. This isn't that same energy that we've had over the past couple days. This is something different. This is a different situation. So, okay. Let me get some Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, I'm still just trying to figure out. So basically there are two women involved. Or two feminine energies, let's put it that way. It doesn't have to be women. It's interesting that we got so many relationship cards up here. So this privileged lady, courtship, marriage, high honor, poverty. It's weird that that came out. So I feel like in this situation, this might be, it's weird that marriage and courtship came out though. But the energy that I'm getting on this person, privileged lady, is this may be someone who is, but then it's got poverty over on this side. Let me pull some more. What's the situation surrounding this Queen of Swords? Oh, the Devil. Just popped out right under poverty. What's the situation surrounding this Queen of Swords? The Devil clarified by an Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, no, I'm not taking all those. Temperance. Temperance again. The Hangman again. Hangman. The World again. Okay, so very strong messages on this side for this feminine. The Devil clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, let me just get some more energies on this Queen of Wands then. I don't have much table space today either. Five of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Death. These kind of feel to me like romantic rivals. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of the energy I'm feeling. 10 of Cups. King of Cups. 6 of Wands. What is going on here? Okay, so the Hangman coming out twice, the World coming out twice, Temperance coming out twice. This reading is primarily about this Queen of Swords energy. But the Devil clarified by the Ace of Pentacles is like, so Devil can be about, obsession, toxicity, bonding, like kind of binding, being bound to someone. And then Ace of Pentacles is about a new stable start. So, okay. This may be a situation where someone was married to someone else. And then there was an ending within that actual marriage. And then I'm seeing that essentially that this person, and so I feel like there was like a lot of toxicity in in that relationship in the past. There was a lot of toxicity. And let me get some clarification on what kind of toxicity. Page of Swords. So probably a lot of like, so Page of Swords is about spying. So probably a lot of mistrust, a lot of spying. Let me get one more. Strength. Not being authentic with their actual emotions or thoughts and feelings about the other person or about the situation. But yeah, this was a marriage. This was a marriage, a Hierophant. And so, but that ended. That marriage ended. But there then seems to be courtship and high honor surrounding this privileged lady. So if you are this Queen of Swords, you may be, you know, have a comfortable life. You know what I mean? And again, this Ace of Pentacles. So maybe in you know, the divorce settlement, you know, like you ended up pretty good on that or something like that. But then I'm seeing this courtship. So like basically, you know, a new relationship coming in with someone that is honorable. That I think that your values are very different now than they were in the past. But then there's this situation. Five of Swords clarified by the Ten of Cups. The Five of Swords is someone, I mean, that's a conflict card. But it's someone trying to get the upper hand about a Ten of Cups situation. This Knight of Pentacles, so that's slow movement, very slow movement, but it's clarified by the King of Cups. So the King of Cups may be the person that is in the middle of this situation. And then Death surrounded by, oh, I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it now. This, okay, there was a divorce. There was a divorce here, but this is the person who, essentially, this was a third party that ended your relationship. That they came in, you know, basically to your family environment somehow, and that they were there. This is a gold digger. This is a gold digger. So they wanted great fortune from this official person, who you may have been married to in the past. So and they saw that your divorce is a victory in their mind, because they took some time to work over this King of Cups. They you know, they kind of creeped in. They moved slowly, but then but they were able to basically dissolve this marriage. So I'm kind of, but again, now that, you know, with courtship coming out, I'm wondering, are you now re-engaging like with this person? Maybe you're divorced. What's going on now with this King of Cups and this situation? Let's ask that first. What's going on now here? Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, clarified by Knight of Swords, and then the Emperor, clarified by the Queen of Cups. So I'm seeing a not letting go, you know, holding on. Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. So this person might be trying to put on like that very kind of, what I'm gathering is like domestic energy. And so this person is like putting on a really good show. You know, Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Swords. You know, that's about hasty action. Tell me a little bit more about that Knight of Swords, Sun. Chariot. Ooh, hang on. Yeah, okay. Okay, this person's got a side piece. Whoever this is that stole your ex-husband, they got a side piece. So it shows the sun, the chariot, and the ten of swords. So basically, yeah, they're stepping out on the sides with this energy. But they're still in, it looks like, you know, because the Emperor comes out. So this may be regarding a divine masculine, because Emperor did come up. And the Queen of Cups, so that's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces kind of energy. That may be this person, you know, that stole this person. But now they're stepping out on that masculine. Okay, so let me get some more energy over here for. Okay, and let me. Oh, I see. You may have an awareness of this. See, I feel like you in this masculine, though, even though, you know, there was a divorce or some kind of ending to a relationship, you know, like I'm just still seeing that there is like a connection. I feel like that this person has a connection with you that is just a lot more like authentic, intimate, and honest. Like that this masculine just has a very honest and open kind of like connection with you. And maybe, you know, like I said, in the past, maybe you guys weren't that way, but you stepped into this Queen of Swords energy of basically being able to speak your truth. So with this Hanged Man and the World coming out twice, because you've been patient here. And I feel like you might be aware. You may, through like, you know, a community or something, like have heard some gossip about this person, this feminine energy, having a third party with your, you know what I mean? They're still with your person, but they have a third party. So let's get some advice and guidance for this Queen of Swords, because it looks like you're aware of that, but you haven't done anything about it. You haven't said anything to this masculine. But you're wondering if you did, if that would close a cycle with them and potentially reopen a new one with you. I gotta be honest, though, for this Queen of Cups, you know, how you get them is how you lose them. Right? Like, okay, so what's some advice and guidance for this Queen of Swords, my viewer? King of Swords. Oh, that's interesting. Because, you know, yeah, I just asked about advice for you, and the King of Swords comes out right next to you, which is a counterpart. Page of Wands. Okay, so that's about making, you know, an action, and you're thinking about it in this card. You're thinking about, you know, making that action towards this divine counterpart. Wheel of Fortune. Clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. There you are again. King and Queen came out. Oh, okay. And so this feminine energy over here may also be a Queen of Pentacles, because I think that's how she's showing up. So again, this could be a Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. So either earth sign or water sign. Okay. But yeah, so there's a question of fate, like, you know, and destiny surrounding, like, you know, this person and whether or not to tell them about that. So the Queen of Cups has a Four of Cups here, so that's about disappointment. Oh, he may be actually thinking about taking action towards you. Is how this is actually coming up. Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Ace of Cups. Oh, okay. So I you know, I could have had it wrong. It could be one way or the other. Like either you're aware of this, this person stepping out with and cheating on this guy, or they might already be aware, because it shows them considering taking action towards you. And I feel like the energy is that they're kind of like waiting to see how this plays out a little bit with this Queen of Pentacles. But they do have their eye on you. They are thinking about you, even though I know you're in an energy of like disappointment right now, and thinking like, you know what I mean, just feeling like, ugh, like icky about the whole situation. But then there's Page of Pentacles, which is a, you know, a small offer or gift, but it's clarified by the Ace of Cups. And so the intention behind it would be to start a new love or romance. Ooh, Ace of Wands with a lot of passion. And Six of Swords, moving away from the past. Interesting. Very interesting, like, reading. So, yeah, yeah. You guys may end up back in a courtship cycle after this plays out. You know, honestly, and I'll pull some guidance. But with this situation, this third party, I don't, you know, I used to be like more concerned about like, you know, what like third parties were doing in situations and stuff like that, because, but you know, the like those energies, this is a gold digger, like I said, those energies, let them do what they're gonna do, if I'm honest, because you know, they make their own beds. They have, you know, karma that they're gonna have to sort out for these sorts of things. And so I kind of feel like when it comes to your person, you don't want to be the messenger on that, if I'm honest. Yeah, let that situation play out, because everything comes to light in the end, really. What are you guys doing? Okay, yeah, they're all in the workshop today. What are you guys doing? I think they're chasing bugs. Anyway, yeah, let's get some guidance. But you don't have to be the messenger, because you know what? I mean, like, if you have love for this person, really all that matters is what happens between you guys, right? Let them sort out their own situations, and let them learn in the way that they have to learn, because, you know, that was something I really struggled with on my journey, you know, especially when I first started going through the spiritual awakening. It's like, I wanted to explain everything to everyone about this, but what I learned at one point is that everybody, you know, my path and how I had to learn and experience and go through this journey is different than anyone else's. We get paths that are designed specifically for us. So what worked for you may not work for someone else, like, you know, and we just don't learn in the same way. So, you know, but I think everybody has their own lessons and experiences and path to walk. And this understanding, I mean, he may well see this now, that this is a gold digger, but he's going to see that. If they're stepping out on him, he's going to learn. Because I get the sense that you never did that to him. You know what I mean? I get the sense you never did that to him. You guys may have had conflict and trouble in the past, but I don't get that energy from you. Okay, forgiveness. Forgiveness will set you free. What do you need to forgive yourself for? Yeah, forgiveness is like, and you know, and I think that everybody knows to some degree that like you really forgive people for yourself, right? Because if you hold on to that like anger and resentment and that kind of energy, the only person it really hurts is you, right? But you know, but yeah, forgive yourself for the past as well, because you know, I did see that there were struggles in terms of, you know, kind of being authentic with your truth, being authentic with emotions. You know, there was some spying, maybe like invasion of privacy. There were toxicities, right? And again, you know, anytime you're in kind of a mutually toxic relationship, is what I'm going to say. We all own parts of that, right? Because we wouldn't be in that situation if we didn't have our own dynamics that interacted with the other person's toxic dynamics, right? But life is about growing, and I see, like, you know, with this Queen of Swords, I see so much. You're really someone that that has gone through this journey, like, you know, with a lot of calm and patience. Like, it has not been easy for you. I know that, but you've really tried to become a person that is good about looking at other people's perspectives. And I feel like you already have sort of compassion and empathy for this person in terms of like putting your past to bed. I feel like you do still have some kind of relationship, like a friendship, or something, but I feel like it's like there's a level of intimacy in it. Okay, one more. Deep inward journey, you will be rewarded for the work. How can you alchemize your fear? Yeah, and that came out right over this Four of Cups. I see that you have a lot of concern and worry at the moment. When I asked you, how can you alchemize your fear? That is really about going within and like, again, transmuting pain and suffering. Like how you do that, right, is you work through it yourself until you find a space of peace within that, right? And I'm not saying that that's a quick thing, but when you learn how to do that, being able to help others do that, or being able to be a person that has that kind of perspective, a depth of perspective, that is how you've transmuted that pain into something beautiful, right? Or, maybe you put all of that, that pain and that processing into art or music, or, you know what I mean? But that is how you transmute and alchemize fear, pain, all of those sort of negative energies. We see them as negative, but I'm a really strong believer in a balance that, we all have light and dark, and we all have to like delve into both, right? That's how we have, because if you're all just love and light, and I've been through that phase before where I was a doormat for everybody, because I'm here to serve and turn the other cheek and all this stuff, right? You've got to find a balance with that, because love and light is great, but you're valuable too. You're not here to be a sacrifice. We may have to sacrifice, but you are not a sacrifice, right? Anyway, yeah, I'm also going to get some messages from, I think from this official person, the King of Cups, or sorry, I think of it, the Emperor, whatever, your Divine Masculine. I'll get some messages from your Divine Masculine. I just feel like there is hope in this situation, but it is going to need time. This person needs to go through that with their gold digger. I'm feeling emotionally void without you. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Like, gold diggers aren't known for being emotionally expansive people. All those secrets, they say stuff, right? But it's all lies. All those secrets I kept caught up with me, each and every last one of them. Yeah, and I feel like he's feeling a real sense of karma. I think that he does know that this gold digger is stepping out on him. Because but because I think he did, I get the sense, he may or may not have actually cheated, but he left you for this person. But I feel like maybe he did, because he's feeling a sense of karma about that. Like, because now it's been done to him. I fear that you'll never look at me the same. It's hard for me to look at myself in the mirror. Yeah, he feels a lot of shame and regret about that. But I think that when he does come back in, if he does come back in, that he's really gonna, like, that high honor, that's important to him. He really wants to build on that. And I feel like you are at this point, you've got your throat chakra in a position where you can speak your truth on that and have good boundaries. It wasn't you, it was me. I am to be blamed. I accept fault for this. Yeah, and honestly, you know what? I mean, it happens. I'm not saying like, oh, it happens to guys. Like, guys are the victims in this. But what I'm saying is that, like, what I've seen with the Divine Masculines is a lot of their shadow work surrounds their ego. And prior to, like, going through their awakening process, their ego messes them up all of the time. And so, I mean, it's really, men really get off on having like attention from attractive women. And they're very vulnerable in that respect of, someone can come in and tell them all these sweet words and really, kind of lure them with their sexuality and stuff like that. And that's what he's acknowledging is like, it wasn't about you. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't about like that you weren't enough. It's that he felt like he wasn't enough. And this person stroked his ego and told him everything he wanted to hear. And you know, and so anyway, yeah. Yeah. I think I'm going to leave it there, you guys. Yeah, I mean, this is a hard situation. And I get anytime, you know, there's been especially, that's a big betrayal. It's a big betrayal, like, you know, leaving you for this person. But just understand that is part of his journey. And this has been part of your journey too. Like, look at how much growth you've gone through in terms of this. And I do think that there is going to be a second chance for a new cycle. It's probably going to take some time here to get to that. He has to go through this situation. He has to take his learning from it. And don't worry, this false person, they do this with, she'll go and do it to someone else after him. You know what I mean? This is a cycle. It's a perpetual, with karmics, that's a perpetual cycle that they live in because they don't learn. Karmics actually, I think I feel like 50-50. I feel like a lot of karmics actually have the potential to become a divine counterpart, but the difference between a divine counterpart and a karmic primarily is whether or not they learn their lessons. If they keep doing the same shit over and over again and they just move on, you know, to another person, that is a karmic. You know, if this energy were, you know, that marriage or relationship ended and you went within and you did the work, this is a divine counterpart. But I think this person is too. I think that they're going through it, but there's still a lot more that they have to go through. Okay. So I hope that helps. Have a great Saturday. And again, I'll post all this later. But yeah, I at least want to get one video out. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a great one.